On the 7th of May, we will see the single most significant set of electoral tests in this country between now and the general election. And my time, my effort, my focus, my energy, my drive, right at the moment, is entirely on getting this party ready to fight those elections with the right candidates and the right leadership.
Right, let's talk about the political earthquake that just hit Westminster, because Nigel Farage has just lobbed a grenade into the London mayoral race, and Sadiq Khan's probably spitting out his morning tea as we speak. Welcome back to Brit article, where we dissect British politics with more enthusiasm than Boris Johnson has excuses. If you're not already subscribed, hit that button and smash the notifications bell, because 2026 is shaping up to be absolutely mental, and you don't want to miss a single moment of this glorious chaos. So, here's what happened. Nigel Farage, the man who's made a career out of being the permanent thorn in the establishment side, held his first press conference of 2026 at Glazier's Hall, and he didn't come to mess about. He came with a candidate, a plan, and the kind of confidence that only someone who spent decades winding up politicians can muster. Reform UK has announced Leila Cunningham as their candidate for Mayor of London, and this isn't just any announcement. This is a declaration of war on everything Sadiq Khan has built over the past few years. Born and raised in London to British and Egyptian parents, a practicing Muslim, a former criminal prosecutor, and a Westminster councillor, Cunningham is exactly the kind of candidate that makes political strategists either very nervous or very excited, depending on which side of the divide you're on. Now, let's be brutally honest here. Sadiq Khan hasn't even confirmed if he's running again. Can you imagine that? The sitting mayor, who won a historic landslide in 2024, is playing coy about whether he fancies another term. His team's been spinning the usual lines about delivering free school meals, cutting homicides to record lows, building council homes, and reducing air pollution by 27%. All very impressive on paper, but here's the thing. Voters don't live on paper. They live on streets where the tube's delayed again, where ULEZ cameras are flashing like paparazzi at a royal wedding, and where the cost of living feels like it's actively trying to bankrupt them. And Reform knows this. Oh, they absolutely know this. Because here comes Leila Cunningham with promises that sound like music to the ears of every frustrated Londoner who's been slapped with a ULEZ fine. She's pledged to scrap ULEZ entirely. Boom, just like that. No more war on motorists, as she puts it. She's a bit more cagey about the congestion charge, giving us the classic "you'll have to wait and find out" tease, which is politics speak for "we're still figuring out that bit, but trust us, it'll be good." On crime, she's promising to rewrite the entire London police and crime plan, give the Met new marching orders, and focus on tackling crime that actually matters to ordinary people. Not recruitment, she says, priorities. That's a direct shot at Khan's approach, and it's the kind of straight-talking message that cuts through. But wait, it gets better, or more chaotic, depending on your perspective. Reform's also pledged to automate every single tube train unless the unions and Transport for London start working for Londoners. Now that's either brilliant or bonkers, possibly both. The unions will be absolutely fuming, which is probably exactly what Reform wants. Nothing energizes the base quite like picking a fight with transport unions, who've held London hostage with strikes more times than anyone can count. It's provocative, it's bold, and it's designed to appeal to every commuter who stood on a freezing platform wondering why their train's been cancelled for the third time this week. Meanwhile, Nigel Farage himself was in typically combative form at the press conference, though he did show a rare moment of diplomatic restraint when asked about Donald Trump's threats to use military force to take over Greenland. Farage treading carefully. That's like seeing a vegetarian at a steakhouse. It happens, but it's weird. He sided with UK and European governments, saying Greenland's people must decide their own fate, which is about as sensible as Farage gets. He also acknowledged that Kemi Badenoch had a decent couple of weeks, admitting she's gained confidence and momentum for the Tories. Coming from Farage, that's practically a love letter. But don't mistake it for weakness. He's keeping his eye on the prize.
And speaking of prizes, Farage also found time to lament the decline of British pubs, calling them a parliament and their disappearance a tragedy. He joked about saving many pubs in his lifetime, which is simultaneously charming and exactly the kind of on-brand statement that reminds everyone why he's been so effective for so long. The man understands pub culture, and in Britain, that matters. It's where deals are done, grievances are aired, and the political temperature is taken far more accurately than any poll. So what does all this mean for Sadiq Khan? Well, if he's smart, and he is, he'll be taking this very seriously indeed. Reform's strategy is crystal clear. Identify every pain point Londoners feel under Khan's administration, then promise to fix them with bold, simple solutions that sound fantastic on a campaign leaflet. ULEZ, gone. Crime, sorted. Tube strikes, automated out of existence. It's populism 101, and it works because people are genuinely frustrated. Whether Khan decides to run again or not, Labour's got a fight on their hands. London might traditionally be Labour-red, but politics isn't what it used to be. Reform came from nowhere to become a genuine force. The polls keep showing surges for insurgent parties, and voters are clearly in the mood to shake things up. The next few months are going to be absolutely crackers. We've got PMQs resuming with Keir Starmer facing off against Kemi Badenoch, Reform positioning itself as the anti-establishment alternative, Labour trying to hold its ground, and the Tories desperately trying to prove they're completely finished. It's going to be messy, dramatic, and thoroughly entertaining. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, keep questioning everything, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next one.